We got that up. This is what I want. I have no idea what a broken registry item is. Oh my gracious. Excuse me. All right. I believe we have gone live. What is happening today on this Saturday evening? Not much going on this side of things. Just going live on a Saturday. You know, the way we tend to do typically on Saturdays. I do like Saturday evenings. I do like doing the Saturday evening live streams. Sort of my favorite part of things, I will say. As I'm clacking away. Sort of gives you a good chance, or at least me, sort of gives me a good chance to just sort of unwind and see what everybody else is up to. What is up, Kendall Wells? It is good to see you this evening. Kendall, did you see my 40-year-old Chevrolet spinning tires up my driveway? You said you've been wanting to see the truck. So, there it is. Spinning tires up the driveway. Nope. You should check it out. It's a short. It's only 10 seconds long. Maybe 11 seconds. Not very long at all. But isn't it past your bedtime? Aren't you a little bit too young to be up past 9? But thank you for joining in me on my live stream. Can't believe you on here, to be quite honest with you. But I'm definitely for it. As I will fix my chair back and forth. Oh me. Saturday night, so that means no work tomorrow. That was nice. It took some effort, actually. It was no easy feat. Kendall, you're a young man. Why ain't you out like hanging out with friends right now? That's no good. I think I'm having connection issues. Let me double check here. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Not sure. Watching a movie with your mommy. All right. I'm going to pronounce Rebecca probably incorrect. So they're asking for a diagram. I don't have a diagram. I just hooked them up in and now it's not running. That is no good. Chances are you've got something hooked up backwards from the positive to the negative. Which is no good, and not having something running is no good. Also, I was having issues with I'm going to call it a shifter. I don't actually know the name of it, the thing that goes from forward to reverse. I was having issues out of the mechanism that is connected to that, because mine is really just like a hook, and when you change it hooks, and then that hook goes to a box sort of right in front of the motor. I was having issues with, I guess, the hook part of it or the motor part of it, and I had to clean that out because it was getting no power. So are you not getting any power at all? Like when you hit the key, does your gas gauge, your fuel gauge, does it turn on at all? Because that would be no fuel or no power. Yeah, because if you're turning it on and you've got the lights that come on, empty to full on your gas gauge. I'm gonna keep calling it a gas gauge. It's not gas. Getting a little over 37 volts. So if you're getting power, you should be fine. Are you getting power to the motor? If you're getting power to the motor, chances are it is the shifter. I mean, my golf cart is like 22 years old, but the gauge did not light up. Could be... What's up, Donovan? It could be something to do with... There's several different things it could be. It could be your ignition, could be your shifter. If it's stuck in neutral, I don't believe my EasyGo will turn on. There could be something that's gone from positive to negative on the battery end of it. So just, that's the best I can do. I don't have a diagram of how I did it. I've just I think mine's a 2000 TXT 2x2. But unfortunately, I do not have a diagram as to what goes to what. What's up, T? I hope today's going better for you, T. But unfortunately, I do not have a diagram. I just, sort of hooked mine up. The colors of mine have changed around a few times because I've changed some wires. I had a battery arc and melt some wires. Which was absolutely no fun. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have a diagram. Don't have a good idea of what's going on. Sorry about that. One thing I did have to do on my golf cart after I did the switch, I had to change S1, S2 on the motor because forward and reverse were switched. So that's one thing I had to do. I don't know if you'll have to do that on yours as well. Probably so, because it's a EasyGo TXT, which is what mine is. I don't know where Courtney is tonight. She texted me a little bit ago, said she was leaving work and going out, and that was all the explanation that I got. So I am not sure Courtney's exact location right now. She is out. She has checked out for the night. Well, she'll be back sometime. What's up, Ross Eller? Ross? She's not missing. She's just missing out. Yeah, why would I not be doing a live? I'm not stuck to her like a boulder. I'm not chained to her like a... Wherever she goes, I go. Wherever I go, she goes. Yeah, whatever it may be. She's just out and about. burning up roads with this $5 or was it $4.69 gas we got going on right now. So no, she's not missing. Love the background lights. I went with that today. I actually wanted them to go slower, and I think I made them go faster. And I decided to let them be with the current speed they're going, because I at one point in time I was actually worried. The thought actually crossed my mind, like I could possibly give someone a seizure as quick as they were flashing. So I did my best to slow them down. They're not as slow as I'd like them to be. But thank you. I'm glad that you enjoyed the lights. And yes, glad that you made it tonight. And I am having difficulties getting my chair to sort of sit right for me. T, I hope your day is going better today than it was last time I was live. With the news that you got last time, I did look up that story. I did read about that. That terrible event. I did actually take a look at it. It was no good. But in any case, what all y'all got going on tonight? Excuse me. All right, got me a like. I love me a like. Dang. Passed the board's adult geriatric nurse practitioner. So now are you going to be an old people provider? A nursing home provider. If I can use my words correctly. Congratulations on that, though. That is awesome. That is definitely awesome. Palliative, okay. All right. I know some people that's done palliative and is currently in palliative. I had a lot of palliative care when I was at the nursing home. I know that much. That's one I don't know. That's one I'm torn on. That's one of them ones where it's like I could probably do it. I don't know if I really want to do it, but I probably could if I have to. Like pediatric oncology, I already know I could not do pediatric oncology. But, geriatric palliative, I could probably do that one. Wound care, now you're talking. I could do some wound care. I used to love wound care at the nursing home. Man, yeah. I would fight over wound cares. Now, when it came times for that vac, man, I didn't care for the vac. But I like doing the regular wound care, the wet dries and stuff like that. I could do all that. That was pretty cool. wound care. I remember doing a wet to dry on somebody's leg, and like it started out looking like like a regular leg. Let's pretend it's a leg, and then as we did a wet to dry, it like peeled all that just necrotic tissue off, and it was like down to the bone. It was uh, uh, uh educational, we'll say to say the least. It was pretty awesome. It smelled horrible, but I loved it. Yeah, I just loved it for some reason. If you don't like the spot at the bridge, my hardest thing with the vac, I don't know if y'all can relate or not, is if you get the slightest little leak, just the tiniest little bit of a hair that gets in there, whatever it is, the slightest leak sets off that alarm and makes that like clicking sound, because it doesn't like leaks. Once you get it set though, and you see that like sponge just sort of squish down and suck, that's pretty cool. But I don't. They're hard for me. They're not the easiest to me, and I don't much care for them. But excuse me. I was never trained that way, I guess. The way I was trained, of course, you clean it, but like the setup is like sponge, your tegaderm. I know it's not called a tegaderm, but I'm gonna call it a tegaderm. Tegaderm, tubing, and like that's it. And the sponge kit, because it was like an entire kit. You just open it and then set it in there. You cut the size. I was never trained to bridge the sponge. Probably trained incorrectly. It's a very, very good possibility. Ours were VA style, because we dealt with a lot of VA patients. Because I was literally in the backyard of the VA. Like if we walked out the back door, there was a building right there. It was the VA. Yes, I've never bridged one. So yeah, I don't. That looks foreign to me. I've never bridged one. I've definitely set the tubing up away from the direction that they lay, to sort of keep that tegaderm intact. But I've never bridged one. So again, probably trained wrong. Probably did it wrong. But I hated the dang. I hated the dang wound vac. If it went right though, you're done in a couple minutes. If it went wrong, you were there all day. All day long. So in my mind, I could be wrong here, but in my mind, like let's say that my palm is the wound. And so you would put your tubing like further back, so it would just pull all the way there. Like, would that? I mean, it makes sense if that's how you do it, but I don't know that a tegaderm has the the ability to hold that. But in my mind, that's what I'm picturing. I don't know. Wound care always comes in the morning, it seems like. It seems like night shift never has wound care. And yeah, I definitely, when I was on night shift, we were trained wet to dry. And then when I went to the first shift, we were trained backs. I don't know, it could be why I like the wound care. Why I like wet to dry is better. Heavy to light. He said, that's the trick, Chris. Like, duh, you dummy. That's the trick. Boy, you dumb. You dumb, boy. Dang, Chris, you dumb. I knew I was in trouble when I was younger. Anytime either my mother or my sister would say my name after they said something. And they'd be like, shut the door, Chris. Oh, I am in trouble about something. My name was on the end of that. That's how I know I am in trouble. I am being an idiot. If my name came before the sentence, I wasn't in trouble. But if it came after the sentence, I was in some trouble about something. Excuse me. Oh, my gracious. I have got it tired. But T, on a side note, I've started getting closer and closer to talking myself into going back to school. I have not gone as far as to get my transcripts yet. That's next on the list of has to happen before school starts. I just have not, I don't know, I just haven't fully talked myself into it yet. I keep, every time I get, made up in my mind where I'm going back to school today. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and make my mind up. I'm going back to school today. And then I'll be like, yeah, but man, I just, I got the rest of the afternoon off. I don't got nothing to do. Don't got no clinicals to worry about. Just hang out with the kids. It seems like the busier days, I'm more gung-ho for going back to school. And the days where I'm sitting around the house playing with the kids, it's like, oh man, I would miss this, if I was in school right now. So it's, definitely getting harder for me to keep talking myself into it. Or easier, I don't know. I'm getting closer. Getting closer going back and get that RN. And then I would like to get that BS in, that FMP. I'd like to be able to just do a University of Phoenix sort of program where it's online, all the way. You just pay, $1,500,000, and then you graduate with FMP. That's what I'd like to do, but that's of course not going to happen. Got a call asking, want to come back for either PhD or DNP. I don't know. DNP would be cool, just the title DNP. But if you're NP, you don't need that mess. Yeah, tell school you don't need that mess. I think it's Manlow. Good evening, Manlow. Before applying, got a scholarship for both. That is awesome, Manlow. Again, I hope I am pronouncing your name correctly. Oh man, I have always said, continue to say, that the CNA program is the best program you can do before going to nursing school. However, CMA, medical assistant, would be a very close second. The thing about medical, so locally, I don't know about your area, CNA is like a single semester, not even really a full semester long program. You take the test, you become a CNA. Medical assistant locally is a 1 year program, but you still get a diploma or a graduate certificate. You'll get paid more as a CMA, but you'll work closer with the nurses at nursing tasks as a CNA. It's a good toss up. The problem with the medical assistant, the CMA, the problem with that would be, and I've seen this happen to plenty of nursing students when they got their CMA, is they make a little bit of money. You'll make more than a CNA. They make a little bit of money, and they're like, all right, you know what? I'm not going back. And they, work as a CMA for years upon years upon years. I've seen it several times where that has happened. Nothing wrong with it, absolutely nothing wrong with it, because you're definitely making more than a CNA. But it is what it is. Charlotte, North Carolina, local community college, CPCC, Central Piedmont Community College. I've been there. That's where I took my T's. I am about hour and a half, 2 hours away from you. So I've been to Charlotte. I like Charlotte. Parts of it are nice. Anyways, feel like you need to rush to figure life out? No, you don't need to rush to figure life out. You don't need all that mess. I mean, I know you're 27 and you almost 10 years out of high school, but you still don't need to rush. They just reopened. A prereq is a CNA. I can tell you that. I can already tell you that. That is, I believe that's a North Carolina thing. What is your end goal? What is your end goal in all of this? Because if your end goal is to do the LPN, like I've said, and T sounds like will agree with me, CNA is the best way to go. Around Charlotte area, there is plenty of jobs for CNAs. Especially, you could even get a job at any of the Novant or they're not CMC anymore. What are they? Atrium Health. You could get a job at any of those hospitals, straight out of CNA school, and work with very good nurses on the floor. Or you could go to nursing homes. There's plenty of them, and work with good nurses there as well. RMBSN is end goal. Dang, speak Portuguese and Spanish and English apparently. Shoot, you make me feel bad. I barely speak English. Go for it. So RMBSN, there's a program at UNCC. It is a phenomenal program. I've worked with nurses who have graduated from there. You could very easily do the program at UNCC. You could get into the program at, is ECPI down there? ECPI is in Greensboro, but is ECPI down there? There's one down there. Is it Queens College? Queens College, I believe, has a BSN program down there. You could work as a CNA and go and bypass LPN, go straight for the BSN at 27 years old, unless you have kids and a wife, people that you have to provide for. Your best bet may be to get into UNCC, Queens, Kings is down there too, I believe. I could be wrong. and go straight to doing that, and doing pretty good. But if you're already speaking Portuguese and Spanish, gracious, doing much better than I am, especially how much better than I was at 27 years old. Felt like, no, don't do LPN. So LPN is a phenomenal position. Absolutely nothing wrong with the LPN. But if you already know your end goal, you already know where your heart's desire is, like I said, BSN may be your best bet. Go straight for that BSN. Because if you do LPN, ADN, BSN, or even LPN to BSN, it's going to take longer, actually. I mean, like the quickest you could do it would be like 5 years. And that's full time, probably not working. If you do, I'm gonna go ahead and look it up, because I believe, does UNCC have a nights program? I believe they do. BSN program. Wasted 6 years. It was I won't call it wasted. You got it done. BSN program. I don't quite know how getting into college works at 27 years old, because you can't, you're not straight out of high school, so I don't know if you take the SAT or what. Western has a good program. I don't know if you feel like going to Western. So does Lenore Ryan. Lenore Ryan has a good program also. It's definitely doable. You could call UNCC, UNC Charlotte, and figure it out. But I think that if you already know, this is repeat failure workforce. Anyways, if you already know the where you're wanting to be, you may want to just go straight for BSN. You'll make a lot more money too. It'll take you 4 years to make a lot more money, and than you will as an LPN. ATI. What is ATI? I'm not smart, Ty. I'm not smart. I don't navigate well either. ATI. I never heard of that. T's is what I took. ATI is the company that made the test. It made the T's. Yes, it's different being a male in nursing. And honestly, it's gonna sound bad when I say this. It's in a good way. Patients don't give you as hard of a time. I have talked with the exact same patient, like literally right after a female counterpart left that patient. I mean, like seconds later, and their whole demeanor changes, and the conversation is probably exact same, and it goes so much better just because I'm a man walking in there. Sometimes, the older lady patients that, the only person that's ever seen them naked is their husband. They don't want you to be their nurse, but typically I will say it's actually better to be a male nurse, as bad as that sounds. But I would say yes, it's a little different. I will say I don't think that there is a more fairly paid industry than nursing as far as male to female, because it's pretty standard across the board. And as far as like how staff goes, if they treat you differently or not, it all just depends on personalities. Some people are liked and some people aren't liked. And if you're liked or you're not liked, then they'll treat you differently. I don't think that really matters about gender. I think that's just how they like you or don't like you. They treat you better. Rules. Can't gossip like women. Workplace cliques. I will disagree with the workplace cliques. I think that could go either way. Stay away from married women. And keep your private life private. So number 4 says stay away from married women. I gotta ask, is that from experience or is that something off the top of your head? Stay away from married women. Oh shoot! I got the race on my phone. Hold on. And then I kicked it down. Stay away from married women. Jealous husbands, maybe? 100%. 100% that's experience right there. I do remember Peter Man, yeah. Peter Man ain't been on here in a while. I would definitely show that, yeah. I mean that happens. Oh, I definitely remember that conversation. I definitely do. That was give you food. I will say that the married women who are empty nesters are like they bring food to work. It's like they're so used to cooking for all the kids. They're now at home with their husbands that they probably don't like anymore, and cooking up a storm and bringing it mess to work. Yes, I'll completely agree with that. And I will say no. I've only had food from married women at work, unless you're Peter Man, apparently. Man, I miss Peter Man. We ain't seen him in a while. But no, I've never seen a married woman. I personally have never had a married woman want to do anything more than feed the unit. Of course, I am also oblivious. I am not the most noticeable, I guess. Noticeable. I don't know. All I want to do is get your belly full. Stay away from married women. We're not out of control yet. We're not sinking the ship, are we? I feel like we've definitely had a conversation like this with her here. Like Peter Man's conversation. Peter Man, I think Courtney was here when Peter Man was discussing that. I would try to say that name, but I would butcher that. I'm trying to say it in my mind. Oh my gracious, yes, that you just reminded me of staff that are known to talk. Have y'all ever had the staff where they're like one of them would be like, man, I can't stand that Chris over there, man. He's just aggravating. And then as soon as you say something about Chris over there, the other one's over there telling Chris, like, hey, you know what he just said about you over there? It's like they say they don't like each other. I think that they say they don't like each other just so that they can talk about you from what you said. Could be me, but nothing like a secret. Oh man, word gets around fast. Especially like the quickest word I think that gets around is like if somebody takes off on one particular day a week, every week, and somebody pitches a fit about it. Like, oh, I can't believe Chris ain't never got to work no Fridays, something like that. Boy, you'd be dirt coming in there on a Thursday. Like, oh yeah, you're gonna take off on Friday like you always do. But yes, they do exist everywhere. You just gotta stay away from the married women and, don't share no secrets. Take their food, though. Definitely take their food. Because they cook up a storm. Just eat it in front of everybody, not in a private room or in a parking lot. Can't do all that. Be a terrible day. Stay away from married women. What about engaged women's? They're not single. They're not married. They still got a ring on that finger, though. Stay away from them, too? I don't know. I don't even know that I've worked with an engaged person. I don't think I've ever been to a wedding from someone I worked with. I don't think I ever have. Engaged women are a gray area. Oh yeah, they doing it behind your back too. I oftentimes do my best to not get into the gossips, but I will admit I've definitely been in the gossips myself a few times. Sometimes that mess is fun. I mean, sometimes you're like, hey, let me stir this pot up a little bit. I'm just saying. Sometimes it is a little bit fun to do. Other times it's not fun to do. And it's not nice to do. But sometimes it is. Let's not kid ourselves. Especially like if you know like two work people's StreamYard tonight. I don't know what StreamYard is. And I lost my train of thought since I read that. Tell me what StreamYard is, and then we'll I don't know, maybe we could do it. Oh, if you know two people's like secretly dating, I like to stir that pot. Ability to video chat with fans up to 12 on live streams while on YouTube. Well, let me Google it real quick. Let me see what I need, because I use Streamlabs. I don't use let me Google this thing. called StreamYard. If I can't do it tonight, I will. Oh wait, pricing. If I can't do it tonight, I will definitely try to get it. A future, and I'm looking at this. I'm assuming that it's not going to be a thing tonight. It's going to be a later on down the road. Easiest way to create professional live streams. I'll tell you what, T. I will do my very best because I like to read a bunch before I do things. So I will do my very best to look up StreamYard for a future episode. So I'll definitely put it, like, if I ever decide to do it, I'll definitely put it in the title, like StreamYard Live tonight or something like that. But definitely a great idea. Definitely, I really think I could probably pull it off. Definitely looking into it. I'll read about it through in between the comments. Everyone's full of gossip. Change the subject. Man, nurses are crazy people. Nurses are not, like, everybody thinks nurses are the smartest of the bunch, or, you know, the hardest working of the bunch, or this, that, and the other. No, nurses are actually crazy people. Yeah, no, I'm definitely for it. T. But nurses are crazy people. Like, in my class, we all came in with baggage. We all came in with drama. Yeah, and in work, pretty much the same way. Like, very few nurses that I've ever met were like straight out of high school. I want to be a nurse for the rest of my life. Go ahead and get their BS in, and then actually make it. Like, the best nurses are the ones that worked as a CNA first, and then had kids at that point in time and had to make it quickly, you know, that way they could, you know, raise their family and stuff like that. So yeah, nurses are full of drama. Full of it. And they eat each other for breakfast. Especially the old ones. They will gobble you up. And then they'll give you some sort of weird answer like, well, it's my license on the line. Something like that. Ugh. Work night shift on a slow weekend. Bro, everybody be upset at each other. Either that or they'll all be crying. Like, I can't believe you grew up that way. Ugh. I was working one night, and I don't know if y'all remember the show Squidbillies. Squidbillies was on. We were so slow, we were watching Squidbillies so that we didn't talk to each other. Because everybody was, like, on edge, I guess. It was the weirdest thing is, you know, slow night. Slow nights are never. Asking for a friend. Don't you worry, Tyler. We have no, we do not judge here. You can ask for a friend, you can ask for yourself. I'll give you the same answer. It all depends on your state. So check with your state first, and then check with your school. But plenty of nurses have done it. I don't think that it can be active. I think that it has to be like settled or, you know, whatever it is. But yeah, plenty of nurses have done it with a DUI. I don't know of any nurse who's gotten a DUI while being a nurse and then stayed a nurse. I don't know anybody who's done that, but yeah, it's definitely possible. But like I said, you ask your state board of nursing first, and then I think it's got to be settled before you can go to school, because it's got to be, you know, you got to be convicted of it or whatever. It's got to be convicted misdemeanor or something like that. Anyways, what did T say? I have missed it because I had to approve it. One nurse told y'all to find a man because her husband's all the letters and symbols got me mixed up, but I feel like I know what that word is. Her husband's member wasn't working for the past 8 months. Maybe take him to the doctor. I had a nurse one time. I don't know if Craigslist still does this, but they used to do like you could want ads, classifieds, something like that. But they were called like misconnections or something like that. She would go through them and look at all the pictures and like send them out to her friends, on the on the work computer. She's like, hey, should I check this one out? Should I call this one? Should I do this? We were like, what are you doing? Looking at all these guys. It would be like from their shoulders to their knees, and they would be naked. Never saw their face or anything. But yeah, I worked with a nurse that did that. On the clock. I think she was married too. I can't remember. I think she was. Okay, so much better explained than what I could do by T. You can go to school with a DUI, but wouldn't be able to take the board until you're cleared by the board. Nursing school only run background checks before sending names to the boards. I don't know if it's like this for y'all, but I had to go to my county sheriff's department and do my fingerprints on that machine before I could take my NCLEX. Like I had to have my fingerprints at the county. I had to have all of my court, my court documents from anything I've ever done, things like that. Speeding tickets and stuff, but yeah, it's not so much the school would care. I think it would be the Board of Nursing. And, of course, unless you're in, a state like California, because I've always heard California is mean to nurses and they don't, if you got a DWI, they're not going to let you in. But your school probably won't care. It's the board that I would be the most worried about. The old Board of Nursing. They're so much fun. Oh, yeah, I'm sure that there is. I don't remember that part, but I am almost certain there is. Everything asks you previous convictions. And then it'll always say something like a felony doesn't necessarily count as a fail, or a felony doesn't necessarily count as a exemption or whatever it is that it says it. Please explain down below. My clearance took a little over a month to be, what do they call it, cleared or open or whatever it is from school to the NCLEX. Because I graduated the very end of July and I took my test on our anniversary, so September 17th. Took a little over a month. And then the instant I got cleared, I signed up for the next NCLEX that was available. I sure did. Trying to see what's going on that picture there. Oh, let me get back to StreamYard. Reading about StreamYard. What are things? It all depends on your state. Like here in North Carolina, We are not allowed to, LPNs are not allowed to initiate blood transfusions. That's got to be 2 RNs. But LPNs are allowed to monitor blood transfusions. Like the portacath, like where you infuse a lot of chemotherapies and things like that. LPNs aren't allowed to access that, but they're allowed to run the fluids through it, which again makes no sense. LPNs aren't allowed to do initial assessments, but RNs are. And then LPNs here in North Carolina are not allowed to pronounce someone dead, but an RN is. And that's really about it. It's the initial assessment one, though, that gets a lot of people. Like, to my knowledge, there are not medications that an RN can run that an LPN cannot run. But there are medications that neither one can run without specific training. Like straight out of school, there are medications that neither one can run unless they have a specific certification. But that's really about it. I don't think LPNs can stage wounds either. But I don't think an RN can stage a wound. Not straight out of school. I think you got to be wound care certified to stage a wound. I mean, you can look at it and tell. Like, that messes to the bone. I know that. I can see the bone. But I think that's about it. It's really not as much as what you would think. It's not, a huge list. I've heard in Texas, LVNs cannot do any sort of IV. And I will go ahead and say in North Carolina, because I have done heparin. I myself have done heparin. And I have also seen an LPN do an amiodarone drip. We can do all of those things. We cannot initiate the blood transfusion. But we can monitor the blood transfusion and we can assist in the blood transfusion. But we cannot initiate it. It has to be 2 RNs. So it can't even be 1 RN. It's got to be 2 RNs. But I personally have done heparin. And like I said, I saw a LPN have an amiodarone drip. They knew it was an LPN with an amiodarone drip. I guess it's all like what your state board says you can and can't do. But it's not as much as what you would think. It's not like the LPNs are just a simple CNA. It's not like you're a CNA who can push meds. That's a med tech in nursing homes, but you can. Okay, let me read this again because I read it to myself and it didn't make sense. If you're licensed in a state, can you transfer your license into another state or have to take the LVN program over again if you're in a compact state? So it all depends on your state. If you're in a compact state, you can go state to state with no problem. There's I believe 33, 35 states that are compact states. So California's not. I don't think any of the West Coast states are. So California, Oregon, Washington, I don't think they are. I don't think Arizona is. I think that Nevada is. Texas, I don't think Texas is. Anyways, there's 35 states that are compact states. And if you, if I move from North Carolina to Tennessee, I don't have to do anything. But in any case, if you go from a compact state to a non-compact state, okay, so Texas is a compact state. If you go from a compact state to a non-compact state, you don't have to take the program over. You just have to fulfill all the requirements to transfer your license, which you may have to take the T's again. I mean, the NCLEX again. So you can do that. And I missed the one after that, T. Let me read that. Heparin drips, Q6 hours to titrate rates, amiodarone drips for LPN, med-surg nurses. So that, the amiodarone drip was, at the diabetic ICU. It was a unit that I worked on. It was the only diabetic ICU in North Carolina at the time. There might be another one now. In any case, we were a tele floor. We were a tele floor, and we had insulin drips out the yin yang. And this individual who came for the amiodarone drip evidently had diabetes, or we wouldn't have had them. And so, yes, I distinctly remember his name was Greg. I remember Greg doing the amiodarone drip on the patient. And he wasn't LPN. He was actually a corpsman, a Navy corpsman, who had a LPN license. Yeah, I do remember him doing that. But yes, it was a tele floor. But I remember Greg doing that amiodarone drip. Texas is a compact. Oh, so they just want you to apply for the licensure. One of my buddies moved here to North Carolina, which is compact, from Massachusetts, which is not compact. I need to ask him what he had to do. I don't think he had to take the NCLEX again, but I think he had to do a lot to transfer. He probably had to pay a lot of licensure money. There you go again, T. I'm in trouble again. My name is at the end of it. Depends on your state, Chris. You dummy. You big idiot. Chris. I can just see my sister saying that at me now. But no, if you transfer, so if you're saying LVN, you're either in Texas or California. And then yeah, it wouldn't be no big issue if you're in Texas. If you're in Texas, just go wherever you want to go, as long as this is within that 35 state range. Shoot, now I'm curious, how many states are in the compact? I gotta Google it. Nursing compact states. Wow, it looks like right now we have Washington, Oregon, California, Nevada is not in, Hawaii is not in, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, New York, Michigan, Illinois, Minnesota are not compact states. Some of those are pending right now, but not compact at the time. So every other state is a compact state. So quite a few compact states. Hold on, I lost track of where you're at, T. $5.40 today. I think it's $4.69, I believe, here. For regular unleaded. Is it $4.69 or $5.69? I think it's $4.69. Yeah, New Jersey is a compact. Yeah. New York is a pending compact. Do you work under a RN? You're always going to... Oh, you're in California. I remember that, yeah. I remember you drove from Buffalo to Houston because I remember you back in Texas. Anyways, back to the California question. You're in California, so pretty much whatever I say could be very incorrect. Everyone has a boss who will be an RN. if you are on the floor, like my particular floor, I'm going to use myself for example. We are a mixture of RNs, BSNs, LPNs. Work for one. Anyways, on my unit, we have mixtures of everybody. On the floor, everyone's the same. Like, no one is each other's boss on the floor. We have a director who is over all of us. But all the RNs, LPNs, BSNs, ADNs, whatever nurse they are, on the floor, we're all the same. But everyone has a boss. So the RN may boss you around. That may happen. But if it's like my unit, and the nursing home worked the same way. Nursing home I worked at worked the same way. You are a nurse on the floor. The hospital I worked at worked the same way. The hospital was a little different because they did team nursing. So it would be like 2 nurses, 2 CNAs for like 12 patients. And if one of those nurses was an LPN, they would have to sort of trade off because the LPN couldn't do initial assessments. But dialysis nursing is not the best. I will completely disagree. I feel like you said that just because I'm the worst at dialysis nursing. I was a horrible dialysis nurse. Shoot, I forgot what I was gonna say. Anyways, the team nursing in the hospital. So if they were team nursing, it's an RN, an LPN, and 2 CNAs. They would work as a team and not as like the RN's over the LPN. They were a team, so they worked together. So it wasn't. And then we still had a charge nurse. Well, we called them a CUL, a clinical unit leader, charge nurse. They had to church it up a little bit. I was a terrible dialysis nurse. And I will say that the most gossip I remember was in dialysis. Dialysis was the worst. And yes, California and New York go back and forth on restrictions of everything as to who can do the least amount of what. When I was in dialysis nursing, 2 married, actually more than 2. I remember a married nurse and a married tech got together in the women's bathroom. And I was thinking to myself, why in the world would you go to the women's bathroom? There are so many other places in the dialysis unit. The women's bathroom? And then 2 other, were they both nurses or were they both techs? I can't remember if they're both nurses or both techs. 2 others left their spouses to get together when the husband, his wife was actually on the unit. It was ridiculous. I think they were all 3 nurses. Like the husband and wife were nurses on the same unit, and then his mistress was a nurse on the same unit. Terrible. A lot of unnecessary charting. I don't necessarily remember unnecessary charting. I just remember the dang techs would forget to do the flushes, or they'd forget to they'd set the machine to run like 80 pounds. You're like, no, you can't do 80 pounds. Double check your stuff. No, that was not in Grey's Anatomy. That was in real life. That was a true story. It was a true story. And somebody told me, I didn't see this, but somebody told me that the husband and wife nurse, before they split up, had just bought like brand new cars together, like matching Jeeps or something like that. And then he goes and runs off with another nurse on the same unit. Oh, don't you know that would be awkward? Man, that'd be be the worst. And no, I'm not a boss man. I have refused the boss man position because I am not management material. I have said that so many times to my peoples, my employers. But no, it was not on Grey's Anatomy. Which I think is pretty weird because I didn't know that, like, I thought that Grey's Anatomy was like the color gray, but really it's the anatomy of the doctor lady. Like, nice play on words there, guys. I don't think I've ever seen a single episode of Grey's Anatomy. I don't think I could sit through a single episode. I think I saw a bunch of doctors doing chest compressions one time on that episode, on that show, and I was like, wow, that doesn't happen. That's not how it goes. You're not yelling at a nurse they're doing it wrong or anything like that. Is there a work limit on age? As long as your body puts up with it, you can work. There's no work limit. Oh, gracious. Keep on yawning. I've never seen Hawthorne. I've never even, like, seen a thing for Hawthorne. But yeah, there's no working age limit. I did work at a hospital. It was actually back on the diabetic unit. And the rumor was, and I do remember them getting rid of nurses. The rumor was if your age and your years of service equaled 80, you were let go. So, like, if you were 60 with, let's just say, 30 years of experience, which is a possibility, you could have been 30 when you graduated nursing school, and then you're 60 with 30 years of nursing experience, that's 90 years, and the hospital would have let you go. I just heard that was I heard that. And it seemed pretty true when I saw some of the nurses getting gone, but I don't know that was actually confirmed. But no, there's no like work limit. As long as your body can put up with it. I still think that low budget first season of Scrubs was the best nursing show. Or medical drama, I should say. When that doctor was standing there and he's like falling asleep and the nurse just takes over the task. I was like, that's real life right there. But it seemed like after that first season, it didn't work as good. Sacred Heart Hospital was the name of that hospital. I don't watch it. I try to stay away from the medical dramas, though. I try not to take my work home with me. I don't want to watch it on TV. Deadpool 1. What's up, Cody? Oh, you watch CSI. One day I came home from work and no one was home, and I don't remember why, but no one was home. I was like, shoot, what do I watch? I turned on Disney Channel because I had no clue what to watch. Like absolutely no clue what to watch at all. I could not think of an adult show, and I don't mean like, adult theme, but I mean like a show for people who are 30 years old to watch. I've never heard of Forensic Files. And Cody, so far tonight, I'm doing pretty good. I've never heard of Forensic Files. Heard of CSI and Blue Bloods and, NCIS and all that. A criminal investigative nurse. See, that's one I don't know that I could do. I don't know that I could be a criminal investigative nurse. Just like pediatric oncology, I knew I could not do that one, but I don't know, because you'd probably see the worst of the worst. Or, that after it had happened to people. I just don't know that I could see that. I could probably, mentally, I could do jail nursing. It would be one I could do. I don't think I would be good at it. I'll say it that way. I think that's probably the best way to put it. It's not one that I need to apply for. Is jail nursing. Well, another thing about jail nursing, WellPath, the local company that's here that does the jail nursing, they just had a nurse get charges because they had an inmate died, and the guards, I know that they have another name and I can't think of it right now. The police officers that work in the jail didn't call the nurse for like 45 minutes after this individual had like a seizure. And all of the police officers in the jail didn't get any charges put on them, but the nurse got charges. And so it was a terrible thing. And WellPath was the company that goes as the local company. I don't think I could do it with them. It's one, if I had to, I could go to, but I don't think I need to. Have I ever heard of a nurse writer for shows such as Nurse Jackie? I think is a good one, but I don't know. I've never seen Nurse Jackie. I've heard it's the most like Real World. Yeah, WellPath is here. They're the ones that do all our stuff here. And yes, it was through the sheriff department. Don't go into the shower. Don't get friendly. They can smell weakness. I thought Nurse Jackie was on Showtime or HBO. One of those like premium services that you pay for with your cable provider. But if it's on Netflix, I might actually try to watch it. Might be one I try to give a shot. Definitely see about it. And T, I'm doing more reading on the StreamYard. So I definitely have to check it out if it's on Netflix. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. I'm growing. Yeah, I will definitely. Dark humor. I like dark humor. I don't know why. I probably shouldn't. But I do like the dark humor. Is it like what do they call it? An anti-hero? I drank a lot of water today. I am on Operation Hydration. That actually seems pretty cool. Psychiatric nursing from the 40s. That would be pretty cool because they probably do some practices that are way not used anymore. Like the lobotomies and stuff. Yeah, I bet they do some crazy ones. What's up, Ton Ton? I ain't seen you in a while, bud. How's everything going? I seen what did I see of yours? The Indian grocery store shopping. I seen the Indian grocery store shopping. That mess looked pretty good. Cool, thank you for that, Ton Ton. So Cody, why I am on Operation Hydration? About 2 weeks ago, I woke up out of bed to get up ready to go to work in the morning, and I didn't pee. I don't know if y'all are anything like me. First thing you do is you wake up, you go pee, and you pee like 7 gallons. Well, I woke up and I had no urge, didn't pee at all, nothing. And then I realized, oh, you know what I drank today at work? Or yesterday at work? I drank my cup of coffee, and that was all that I had for that entire day. So since then, I have been on Operation Hydration. And so every time I drink coffee, I have a cup of water with it. And then I'm drinking water periodically throughout the day to sort of keep myself hydrated as best I can, especially with as hot as it was. It was 91 today here in North Carolina. Excuse me. Is it worth it to negotiate salary when you're fresh out of school and first job? I will be honest, I did not negotiate my first salary because I had to have the money and I had to have it now. So I did not, but it's not, I wouldn't say it's wrong, because the shortage is so real right now that people are going to give you the money. I would do it within reason, I will say. But yeah, I don't think it's out of reason to negotiate salary on your first job. I would think that'd be fine. About to watch season 4 of Stranger Things. Wow, what is the deal with this Stranger Things? I've never seen Stranger Things. Is it about things that are strange? We do not negotiate with terrorists. Oh, and when management talks to you, when management comes to me, I avoid them like the plague. And I'm not talking like my charge nurse. I'm talking like management. I avoid them like the plague. Oh, dude. Oh, my CMO, my chief medical director, CMO, CMD, whatever it is. My CMO one time, because I actually know him. I knew him from before. He was like, Chris, are you avoiding me? I said, yes. I'm doing my very best to avoid you. I don't want to talk to you. He was not happy with my answer, but he understood. He's like, why are you avoiding me? I was like, because you are big brother. You're management now. We ain't friends. Well, I gotta, you have a whole new mentality. But yes, I don't think it's without a reason to negotiate your salary first thing. I think you'll be fine. Ton, how's school going? Are you done yet? Completely forgot that you're still in school. Or were in school just recently. Have you finished? Are you doing great in it? I hope so. '80s drama horror kind of show. Preceptorship. That is awesome. Is that your very last thing? Because it is here. It's also optional here. You don't have to do it. at a rehab facility. Maybe you found your calling. If you love it, found your calling at a rehab facility. That's what's up. Rehab facilities are pretty nice. So, are you asking, can I preceptor? Like, am I allowed to preceptor? Yes. Would I be a good preceptor? No. I would be a horrible preceptor. It would be, no, it's not a good idea for me. I have the ability to, but I would not be good at it. 180 hours to complete, then you're all the way done. So let's see, 1 week's 40, 80, 120, 160, 180, 4.5 weeks at 40 hours a week. Oh yeah, the rehab patients, man, they want out of there. I remember that from the nursing home I worked at had a rehab unit on it, probably as a cash cow. But them patients, they didn't want to be there. They also did not want to be transferred to the nursing home or the 100 hall is what we called it. 15 12-hour shifts. So if you do 3 a week, that's 5 weeks. If you do 3 a week, I don't know how many you do a week, but not bad. Big difference between inpatient and acute. Oh, it's so acute. Oh, it's acute. That's always how I remembered acute is terrible. Because anytime it was acute rehab, oh, it's not cute. It's miserable. Acute patients, in my experience, acute patients are angry. They're just not happy. They're not having a good day. Like, at all. $30,000 for 14 months, but salary is $35 an hour. Is it worth it? Is it worth it if you get scholarships? Like, is it $30,000 you have to pay that, or is it like $30,000 you have grants and scholarships and you can pay it within like 27 years? Things like that. Like, I mean, yeah, probably so. 30,000. I paid like 3,700 for my degree. 3,500, 3,700, something like that for my degree. That's a lot of money. 30,000. 14 months. I don't know. You may need to move out of California. I'm just messing. If you got family there, don't move out of California. I'm just messing. But yeah, I would definitely say it's worth it if that's what you want to do. If I can get my brain to work, if you're wanting to get that LVN degree, absolutely go ahead and go for it. I mean, that 30,000 is what's 35 a year? That's got to be around 70,000 a year. So, I mean, do some quick matharoo on my phone here. Yeah, 72,000. $35 an hour is $72,000 a year. So, I mean, yeah, it's worth it, but I mean, that's like ECPI prices. Is there not like a community college? Like what Ty's saying? A vocational program. I've always pushed for vocational programs, but we don't have vocational programs. We have community college, but we don't have vocational programs. It seemed like such a good idea. Train people to work. Train people in areas that we have shortages in, like nursing and stuff. But yeah, California, everything I have read or heard about California nursing related has never been good. Other than like the one in the wildfire that Toyota bought new cars for the nurses that like stayed out in the wildfires. That was what, 2018, 2019, whatever year that was. Like that was the only thing I've heard good about California nurses. Or nursing in California. Oh, excuse me. Nice. Started out at $24 an hour. Last paycheck was $26.79 per hour. So let me ask you, if that's what you started out, how much was your program? How much was your LVN California program since you just graduated? So you should probably know. Wow, pays $4,000 in taxes. Is that all state tax or city tax or whatever? Because I'm sure they have local ordinances for taxes, especially if you're in like LA or something. It was 30,000. Okay. Was that a community college or was that like ECPI, like a for-profit university? ECPI or Phoenix. Phoenix doesn't have nursing, but it's a for-profit university. I think Grand Canyon is as well. Things like that. It was for-profit. Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say that's really high for a community college. Because community college, again, locally, are state funded. So your taxes already pay for them. So that's why they're, so low. It's like going to regular school. Included all prerequisites. I'm still for it. I'm still for it. I know it's expensive and I know it's going to suck. I know you're going to have to make payments for years and years and years to come. I'm still for it, though. I'm still for it. But I don't have loans. That's messed up. I don't have student loans. All my stuff was paid. Like I had to pay in advance, or I had to make payment arrangements ahead of time. I'm for it. I just don't benefit from it. I wonder if I could write a bill. Please pay Chris $3,700 for his nursing program 10 years ago. Thank you, Chris the Dude Nurse. You got your savings. Is there a program in California? What is it called? Like reimbursement, like a tuition reimbursement program. Like if you have a job here working for a company called Novant, you get tuition reimbursement as long as you have like the passing grade on your finals, and they'll pay your tuition back. And it's more than just Novant, but Novant's the one I know does it. That's why I mentioned their name. But Is there tuition reimbursement eligibility out there like that? That would be cool. But yeah, it's definitely worth it. Also, curious question. How much is gas right now out there in California? I had heard it was $6.34 is what I was told. Just curious. Little change of subject. I will jump right back on nursing if I have to, but $6.34 is what I was told in California for regular unleaded gas. Which is ridiculous in my opinion. Ooh, excuse me. $6.80. Dang. You could do $15 and get like just over 2 gallons. That's ridiculous. No wonder everybody out there's got the Teslas and stuff. $6.80. $7. That is ridiculous. That is a lot. So another question, since y'all are out there in California and you're starting out at $35 an hour, $26.79 an hour, whatever it may be, what does a CNA make an hour? Because our minimum wage is the federal minimum wage, which is like $7.15, I believe, and CNAs here start out at like $8, and they can get all the way up to about like 12 to 15 if they're lucky. So in California, what does a CNA make? If you're paying $6.80 for gas, I would like to think that they're making $13 an hour, so that they could at least get 2 gallons of gas per hour. Well, $14 an hour. But chances are they're probably not. That is a lot for gas. 18. Much better than we're doing out here, but still the cost of living is probably a lot worse. 18. So you'd be a little under double the CNA salary. That took a little bit longer for me to say out loud than in my brain. So it would definitely be worth it. California does love to pay the nurses. RNs are easily over 100,000, I believe, out in California. Which would be all right. There's definitely no problem staying at LVN for the long term. I mean, there's absolutely no problem doing that. The only problem would be, and this would be like a personal choice, is if you tried to move out of California, because then you're not in a compact state. But again, that would be like your personal choice. Like, oh, I want to marry a woman that lives in Kentucky. You would have to. That would really be like the only bad part about it. But then you could still stay at LVN. You'd just, be a LPN, because you'd be in a compact state and you'd be in Kentucky. Yes, you have to do the dirty work, but it's a little different. CNAs really do the brunt of the dirty work, but at LPN you're still going to do, or LVN, I'm sorry. You're still going to do some dirty work, but it's not going to be the same. But yes, you still got to do dirty work. RNs still got to do dirty work. Shoot, I've seen a DON clean up a patient before when we were short-staffed. You still got to do work. You still got to do the dirty work, but it's not the same. You're not going to do the same amount as the CNAs. It's, I don't even want to say it's less. It's just different. It's a different dirty workload, I guess is what I'll say. But as far as like giving baths, no, you're typically not going to be giving baths. So it's called delegating the authority over the CNAs. You delegate. So you not really like authority, but you give out tasks like, be sure you clean up 1, 2, 3, 4. Be sure your assignment is this room to that room and wash every other one, or something like that. You're going to delegate tasks. Typically your CNAs know what to do. Very rarely do the nurses jump all over the CNAs for things they don't do. I've seen it happen. I've been a CNA who got jumped all over by a nurse. It happens from time to time. It is what it is. But you delegate to the CNAs. I think Courtney just showed up. But like authority, that would go to like the DON or the charge nurse. They would be the ones to hire and fire. Things like that. Oh my gracious, can they make or break your shift? If you have a bad CNA, your shift is going to be terrible. And you're going to hear about it from like every single patient. If you have a good CNA, you won't hear anything. And that's a good thing. A good CNA is irreplaceable. Like there were some CNAs I hated. I hated that team. Like, dang, this is going to suck. And then, sometimes you get a good CNA, you be like, oh, I'm not going to hear a word tonight. I'm not going to hear nothing. Got a great team tonight. So, yes, a good CNA can make or break you. I would love to have the authority as the floor nurse to be like, you know what? That CNA is good right there. Let's go ahead and pay them $2 more than every other CNA out here. They have the initiative. They have the drive. Doesn't work that way, but I wish that it did. But yes, they can make or break your shift. They can ruin that mess. And you gotta treat them right. I did home health through Bayada years ago. That's pretty good. That was pretty good money. It wasn't as much. I can't remember how much less it was, but it wasn't as much as everybody else was paying. But it was, you're one-on-one. You don't expect to get paid as much. But I did enjoy it. Problem I found was like begging for work. Of course, it's probably different now, but last time I was in home health was like 2016, maybe. But yeah, I've definitely done home health. It was one of my favorites. I did enjoy it. Let management deal with it. Yeah, write them up. Yeah. Ain't no good. But yeah, you can definitely let management deal with it. I never liked writing people up. I've done it, but I never liked it. Never one of my favorite things. So I will answer both these questions in one go round. I hated dialysis. I was really bad at dialysis. Currently, I work in, and the best place that I work in is my current position, substance abuse, is where I am at. And I don't know, it just clicked for me. Substance abuse was just something that worked good for me, and it was the best fit for me. So I did like pediatrics, but I don't know. This substance abuse is just what I've done for the last 7 years, and it's my favorite out of everything else I've done, so far. Just a different, different sort of population, really. So both those questions answered with substance abuse. And to be quite honest, I didn't even know that there was nursing in substance abuse when I became a nurse. Everybody I ever worked for drug tested. And if you fail one locally, they report it to the board of nursing. I'm pretty sure that's everywhere, though. If you fail a drug test, they report that mess immediately. I've seen nurses, like, when they come around with the cup, like, hey, yeah, we need a drug test from you today. That nurse was like, I quit, and just quitted, like right then, because they can't report that. Well, I mean, you still get reported to the board of nursing for neglect, or what's the name of it when you just leave? I guess it is neglect. Abandonment. I guess they could get you for abandonment, but I've seen nurses just walk out when they're like, oh yeah, we're going to drug test today. They were like, bye. Not drug testing me. I quit. I've seen that happen. So they didn't fail the drug test, but you already knew they failed that joker. You already knew that thing was done. Oh, me. Excuse me. I'm going to go ahead and have to call it. I ain't going to have but a couple more minutes. I'm falling asleep.
What? I'm here now.
Do you want to get on the live stream?
Yeah.
All right. Because I am tired tonight. Yeah, but you're not going to be able to keep me awake. Mm-hmm. It all depends on what the board of nursing decides, if they'll get their license taken away or not. Have I had experience with a med error with a previous shift nurse? Like, the lady is back. The lady is changing into her jammies. Like, did I have a med error? Yeah, I've had a med error. Or did I see a med error from a nurse from another shift? I've seen that also. Like, what exactly is the question? Maybe I'm reading too much into this. But yes, T, the lady is back. Hold on. What? We have what's the average pay? I think we're right at the national average. Whatever the national average is. Let's see. Average salary in North Carolina. Says average is 39.13 per hour. What's US? Yeah, we're right at average. Georgia is probably about the same as North Carolina because cost of living and location and things like that. So Georgia probably pays about the same as North Carolina. Texas apparently is 32 an hour, which would be all right, depending upon what part of Texas, because Texas is muy guapo. Texas ain't little. I heard down in Texas, when you get your pay stub, it's in a manila envelope because everything's bigger in Texas. That joker's a sheet. It's not that little 1/3 piece of paper. It's like a scroll. Break it down in large print. Oh, the LVN is making 32 an hour in Texas. And RN probably minimum 40. Yeah, 42. I was thinking it'd be a lot. Dang. Was that last job in Texas? Making over 50 an hour. That'd be all right. Ooh, I'm not even gonna try that name. I would mess that up. Plus $4 night shift diff. Man, our shift diff was only $1 a night. $1 an hour a night. That mess was terrible. And then day shift would complain like, oh, well, we do most of the work, but y'all get most of the pay. It was $1 more an hour to stay awake all night. That's all it was. I'd rather took the day shift job. You want the captain's chair?
Yeah. But then you couldn't have went back to school.
This is true. I could not have gone back to school, but let's trade out. Explain yourself, Courtney.
What do you mean?
He wants to know where you were. He's mad.
Why is he mad?
He said you left us.
I didn't leave you. I'm here.
He said I went live without you.
He always goes live without me.
Not always.
You're always live without me, and then I come in after.
Not always. I start when you're laying down with our baby child.
Yeah, that was here lately, but before that, it was always I came in after.
Oh, I don't know. All right, anyways. Moved to Texas for the weather alone. The tornadoes. They got tornadoes out there in Texas. Let me move this.
It's supposed to be in the high 90s all week next week here.
Well, car said 91 on the way home.
And then... 102 actually, he said. 102 actually.
Oh, sorry, it was 102.
102.
Tornadoes, Oklahoma. I thought Texas had tornadoes too. Texas has to have tornadoes. Can't all be in Oklahoma.
Can't just stop once it gets to the
Yeah,
line.
can't just stop. Tornado can't say, whoa, there's Texas.
You don't mess
with Texas. Floods. Oh my gracious. I am sorry. I am yawning like crazy tonight. Between Dallas and Vegas, that's a big range. It's all desert. Well, not really all of it's desert, but drier. It'd be a drier climate.
Area.
Mm-hmm. Houston gets a lot of floods.
No Dallas.
No Dallas. Houston pays more. What about Amarillo? Does Amarillo pay any good?
My classes are
Or
gross.
San Antonio? I don't know. I don't know many cities in Texas.
My arm's starting to peel right here. You see me?
Mm-hmm.
You see it right there?
Mm-hmm. I do see it.
Is it peeling a lot?
That's a little bitty spot.
Get it.
Don't I care about your social life? Can you not have a social life in Amarillo? That was it. You got it.
It's where that burn was really bad at.
Mm-hmm.
I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm excited.
Austin, you could go, have a social life in Austin.
I'm on the fourth floor, mid down, enjoying the view in Houston, and you want me to move to Amarillo?
You can see the armadillos.
In Amarillo.
Do they have armadillos in Amarillo?
They have armadillos everywhere, remember? Because that whole thing, it was like they were like moving.
What?
You don't remember that?
I don't remember that.
Here, it was like they were moving because the climate was getting warmer, and they were like moving. They were getting like in North Carolina and stuff.
Get lost in the big city life.
Well, you
That's
can get
anywhere.
lost in Dallas then. Big city life in Dallas.
Yeah, but there's cowboys in Dallas. They'll help you out.
There's cowboys in Houston. It's Texas.
There's only cowboys in Dallas. Houston has the Texans.
You're dumb.
I'm not dumb. I'm intelligent. Somebody's got the Spurs. Dang, 20,000 sign-on bonus and 10,000 relocation.
Moving to Texas.
I'm not moving to Texas. Watching on.
Texan talk about Texas is
The thing about Texas is that everyone who is from Texas always starts the conversation off and lets you know somehow that they're from Texas. Like, it could be your very first time ever meeting this individual at the shoe store. And they'll tell you, well, down in Texas, our vans have a single star on them. Or, something like that.
He has family from Texas that are actually, like, born and raised in Texas.
I do.
And Oklahoma and all that, so.
Oh, I bet the job market is booming really anywhere for an MP.
Everywhere right now. They're booming for nurses right now.
Yeah.
So any kind of.
I did not have a pot of coffee on. I'll be honest, I didn't expect to stay up this late. I was thinking 11 was going to be the end of it for me.
He's tired today.
I am tired today.
We got a long day tomorrow, too.
I know.
In the heat.
We do actually have to end it at midnight.
Why midnight?
Because we got a long day tomorrow.
I just got here.
I know you just got here. Oh, yeah.
Yay! Good job, T.
In geriatrics. Says he wants to go to palliative or hospice.
Oh, yeah.
Or wound care.
Oh, you would be all over some wound care.
Mm-hmm. We actually had that discussion. Go away.
He said you can go to sleep. I can stay up.
Oh.
That's what he's saying.
That's messed up. He was aggravated when he didn't see you here. He was.
It's because I'm the life of the party.
You're the life of the party?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You used to be, now I am.
Oh. I do hate win back.
I know.
Courtney don't like win back either.
I don't know what that is.
She has no opinion. But I tell her she hates it, so she hates it.
No, I don't. That's not how that works. Courtney was just about to start talking.
A wound vac is basically like a vacuum that goes inside of a wound that pulls out all the dead tissue and stuff like that.
Nope, that's not me.
No.
We live paycheck to paycheck.
Bro, we live paycheck to paycheck before inflation.
No, we did good.
Define good.
We were a little bit before paycheck. We were at least able to make it into the next.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
We were okay.
Yeah. Not anymore, but
We now paycheck to paycheck. Before we were at least into like the next.
Mm-hmm.
We could at least go to the next paycheck before we were like, oh God, what are we gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
Now we're like, oh God, what are we gonna do? And then we get paid.
Very true.
Credit card. Okay, now we can pay the credit card. What we just paid.
I spent over 100.
Over 100. That's every single. It's like 469 here. 470.
I think so, but I could be wrong.
It's between 469 and 470. Somewhere around there. Oh yeah, 50 ain't filling my truck.
Not her expedition.
No.
I don't even think 50 would fill up my cruise right now.
No, he'd probably fill it up.
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, he drives a Honda. Well, it's $5 per. It's over $5 there, so it'd probably fill yours up.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be close.
It'd be close.
It'd be close. No, we spend over $100 even before inflation on groceries. But we were also a family of 6.
Mm-hmm. I think our last trip to the grocery store, which was not extravagant, was $260 total.
That was like lunch stuff, odds and ends.
Yeah.
I don't know what a price right is.
I don't know what the price right is either.
15 gallons. How much is my tank?
Your
My
tank?
truck.
Like 34.
Oh, God. Yeah, so there ain't no way.
Mm-mm.
Don't even try to fill it up.
I do look for the big trucks to start going on sale soon. That's when I'm going to buy them up. I'm going to buy up all the big trucks. Wow. It's a $2 difference.
What's that? Milk.
Milk. Canned milk.
That's how much milk is there?
Our milk is like $1.33 a gallon.
Well, it's probably more right now, but... Okay.
Oh, Aldi.
Okay.
Yeah, we got Aldi.
Okay. We got Aldi.
Yeah, we do got Aldi.
Like, what's the price rate?
Mm-hmm. Oh, organic. Yeah, we buy the off the ground.
We don't do no organic.
Yeah. Off the ground, ran through the pesticides.
No, we will do almond milk every once in a while. Because our oldest likes almond milk.
Yep. So the one we're most known for is Food Line.
Mm-hmm.
We got Food Line, Harris Teeter.
Food Line would definitely, for our area, definitely be Food Line.
Yeah. Food Line, Harris Teeter. Lowe's Foods is here. Lowe's Foods.
Of course, neighborhood
and
Walmart.
Lowe's Home Improvement.
Then we have
Wow.
Aldi.
That's
we have
almost
Lidl.
triple our mortgage. Yeah, Aldi, Lidl. Is that one a Save a Lot?
Mm-hmm. Save a Lot.
Save a Lot is a Hispanic grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
We do have a Hispanic grocery store, Save a Lot.
Rent at a nice place is probably about $1,000 a month. 800 to 1,000. At a nicer place. Between
Probably.
800 to 1,000.
Yeah. Our mortgage is locked in, though, and bought at a really good time.
I mean, it goes up maybe a couple dollars, but it doesn't go up a lot.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, we did really good with our
Yeah.
house when we bought it.
$1,700 a month is a lot. Don't you miss Trump? Somebody had to say it. The problem is, this election, 24, 24, when 24 comes up, I want two things in a candidate. I don't want some sexist, racist person that's going to try to cause some sort of uprising coup. And then on the other hand, I also don't want some blabbering idiot that wears diapers and has dementia. Alright, I want somebody who's got sense.
On both sides.
On both sides. Who's got common sense. Doesn't necessarily have to be well spoken. Maybe just talks like a regular person. And then does things.
Well, you're also in a different area than we are.
Yeah.
We're
But-
saying around here, 800 to 1,000.
Yeah.
And we're also not in a big...
No, we're not in a very populated area.
Yeah. Now, if you were to go to, like, Charlotte or Winston, that would be... That'd be in a very, like... bad area. That would be a price range. Nicer area, you probably about... What, 1,500 to 2,000?
I'm not sure.
In a nicer...
Student loan forgiveness.
Exactly. That's why there's inflation, because nothing's worth anything.
Printed in the last 12 months.
Nothing's worth anything.
The Fed raised interest rates to try to start a, not a depression, recession. To sort of balance the economy back out.
We'll stop printing money.
But that's how you make more money. You print it. It doesn't make sense to me either. But
that's the problem right now. We don't need more money. The money needs to be worth what it's worth. Right now, it's not worth what it's worth.
No. Why can't we just get somebody who actually, like, not knee jerks, but on either side?
Now they want to forgive all of it. I still pay my student loans.
From several years ago.
From years ago.
Student loans are the best. Isn't Lake Placid in upstate New York? Or is that Maine? I think it's in upstate New York. Hey, Jenna.
Jenna.
Pretty much, yeah. We're being called stupid for being responsible.
But we're also grown adults.
Yeah, we're grown people.
So, I mean, we have been paying them for years.
I think I've been paying bills longer than I've not been paying bills.
No.
I probably started paying bills at 18. And probably 16 if you include insurance. I pay my own car insurance. That's 16.
True.
Jenna, have you taken your NCLEX? Have you passed your NCLEX? Are you now a nurse?
We miss you too, Jenna.
So many questions.
Dang. Good on you.
Dang. He's from Charlotte.
Haven't taken it yet.
Oh, dang, Jenna. Come on.
The suspense is killing him.
I'm on pins and needles here.
My hip's hurting. That's why I did that.
Okay.
So, they kept on.
It's $40,000 in student loans.
Yeah, private university. Yeah. Baylor's a private university.
Oh, what's up, Queen?
Queen?
I'm glad that you passed your ATI last week. That's the second time I've seen that come up, that ATI.
Maybe it's a new thing. They have to do that first before they do the NCLEX now.
Maybe, I don't know.
But, I was saying.
It's very true.
He's not getting off now. Aw.
Well, I'm glad that you're not sick anymore.
Uh-oh.
She broke his heart. Oh, man. Wow. I'd never heard that before, Jenna. Also, T, sorry that Jenna broke your heart. But Queen is there for you. She is also in Texas.
Yep. Okay. Anyways, I was saying. Oh, look at that. Uh-oh. Love connection.
She got the lovey face on.
She does. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh.
Dang, Jenna said like 3 things and knocked out every single one of them. Anyways, what were you saying?
Tonight we close at 8. We're supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say. Well, people kept coming in like right near 8, and so said, "Well, we'll go ahead."
Mm-hmm.
Are you closing?
Please say Houston. I know the name of the city, but I do not know the location.
It's not Terrell. That's right, Terrell.
Yeah, because
yeah,
Eric Bishop is from Terrell.
that's right, Terrell. But every single one of them that came in ordered off the grill, and so I kept telling the waitresses if they wanted something close, that if they wanted something off the grill, they needed to put it in while the other people were ordering their food.
Mm-hmm.
She might be tired right now. Give her a little bit. Let
this sink
let it
in.
sink in
Let
a
it
little
sink
bit.
in for a second.
Let her process.
Mm-hmm.
But they never did, and so they finally, everybody got their orders in, and I said, one of the waitresses asked about a burger. I said, I'm not putting a burger on now.
Mm-hmm.
I said, you can get, and she'll get a chicken fillet sometimes too. I said, you can get a chicken fillet? She was like, really? I said, yeah, I told you earlier to go ahead and put, if you wanted something off the grill, to do it while I was cooking this other stuff. She was like, I was like, why would I put it on now?
Oh, he's ready.
I was like, why would I put it on now?
Mm-hmm.
I said, and she likes them well done. Like, all, like, done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, no.
One month after I graduated, like the very first chance that I was able to take it,
He took
I
it.
took it as soon as I got cleared. It took 1 month to get cleared.
He wanted everything fresh on his mind.
I took it immediately afterwards. Well, not immediately, but
The second he could, he did.
as close to immediate as possible.
Don't be nervous, Jenna.
I mean,
You got this.
It's a nervous sort of thing.
I know, but
Go to the beach.
she's smart. She's got it.
Don't forget the beach. All right, new time, 12:30. Yeah, that's what I had to wait on. I had to get cleared that ATT number. Yeah. Wow, 2 years.
Yay, she went to the beach.
I ain't doing 5 o'clock.
Queen, we got a big day tomorrow. We can't be doing no 5 o'clock.
Can't do 5. I can give you 12:30. I mean, I'm falling asleep now.
We can't be doing no 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
You crazy.
So T has suggested that I do StreamYard so that other people can join in. Have you heard of StreamYard?
No.
Okay. But it's like where I can open it up. Oh, excuse me. To chat with guests, sort of like the video call thing. So I'm definitely gonna do some more research and get into it later. StreamYard, so I don't fully understand, but basically it would be a live stream that you can, that other people can join in on.
So they could put their faces on it too?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
so they'd be talking. So we could have like a big screen and we'd all be talking to each other.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. So our little crew right here of all of us would be.
my only concern is that if the channel gets shut down because T doesn't have pants on or something, like that would be a concern. Jenna, I'll be completely honest with you. Nothing has changed.
I'm working 2 jobs now.
We are boring old people. The kids are amazing. Courtney is back to lifeguarding and cooking. And that's really about it.
Yeah, that's it.
There's no changes here. CT, that's sort of don't want to get, kicked off of YouTube for somebody not having their pants on. I've heard a lot of people talk about that U World here lately. Talk about how they like that U World. And it's just an app on your phone. You got stuff on your knees.
Well, I did work like crazy. Oh, the biggest thing with the oldest Gator, she started travel softball now.
Mm-hmm. Travel softball.
He's not too happy about it, but that's what she wants to do.
You hear footsteps?
No. Yep.
Yep. I told you.
Oh. You better unlock the door and let her.
I didn't lock the door.
It's locked? It's okay. Y'all get to see the baby. Get to see the little one.
Come here.
Here.
Really, really hot.
Come here, Sassy. Come here, Sassy.
Alright, Jenna, hold on one second. Let me read this again. We're on date. But the old boyfriend doesn't look appropriate.
No, if you...
Did you still go on your date? Was this a very fancy restaurant? If so, then no.
You probably need to shut the door still because you're pretty loud when you talk.
Oh, alright. Well, let me go all the way around then.
No, you always need to express how you're feeling.
But no, if it was imperative that they needed to dress appropriate, then no, that was not wrong. You ever told me I look like a bum?
You don't, I told you today when you were about to go to the mall that you needed to at least brush your shirt off.
Oh, I didn't do that.
I know.
Get a tailor.
You don't have to do all that.
Yeah, you got to do all that. Button up would be nice.
But I mean, if you're going on a date, hi baby.
Hey, baby.
If you're going on a date, I mean, especially if it's a date, you need to look appropriate.
You know, not just a movie. A stylist. Ain't everybody got that MP money.
I mean, if we're going somewhere and I think he needs to dress more appropriate, I'll tell him. I'll be like, you need to wear a better shirt than that, or don't wear your jeans that have a hole in the butt of them. Hi, baby.
I can't tell me how many times she's told me, you're not wearing that.
Yeah, I'll tell him he's not wearing that.
Mm-hmm.
But we're also married.
Jenna's life left me for a dude that doesn't dress well.
They've been together, but T.
Poor T. I thought you were with Queen now. Queen probably cares how you dress.
Jenna, here's the idea. Next date y'all go on.
If there is a next date.
What? It's her boyfriend.
Anyways, continue what you were saying.
You say, let's do this. Make it fun. Mm-hmm. You pick out what he's going to wear and let him pick out what you're going to wear on the date. My boyfriend is loyal. You're trying to get with another girl in my face.
It gets so fun sometimes. And that baby girl is seepy. Her daddy is seepy too. Dress casual. I feel like this has always been the other direction, T.
But try that, Jenna. See if that'll work. Whenever y'all go on another date, let him pick out your outfit and you pick out his. Make it like a game. Be like, you pick mine and I'll pick yours, and you have to wear what I pick out, and I have to wear what you pick out.
You wouldn't be happy with me.
Why would you pick?
Well, since it's 90 degrees outside right now, you're wearing a snowsuit.
Why?
Because I picked it out.
But we're going on a date. You want me to wear a snowsuit?
Yes.
You're such a butthole. It's the point. It's the point of you want me to look good on a date. So you would pick. You would pick your coveralls is what you would pick for me to wear.
Oh, that would be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Those big, they'd be hanging off of you. It's really, really hot in there.
They don't hang off of me.
My coveralls don't.
They're just long.
That's what I mean. That would be awesome. Take him to a consignment shop. Don't be too smooth.
Consignment shops are the best.
Consignment shop's pretty good. Did you go to the beach and on the date on the same day? Was he still wearing the same beach stuff?
Wrong, T.
I hate shopping.
T, that's just you.
With a kissy face. I don't know why that got blocked. Now I'm just a bystander in this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm enjoying it though. I'm here for the
energy.
I'm here for the fun.
That's what it is. T, you still got that New York spirit in you.
I do not dress up.
Mm-mm.
Ever.
Mm-mm.
No. Oh my gracious.
We went on a date to the beach. He wears different clothes. It just looks inappropriate. What do you mean by different? Like,
does he wear a snowsuit on the beach?
or is he like full on emo and just like wears like black pants and like long sleeve black shirts and you know what I mean? Like,
she said he's a gamer. Like a long time ago, she said he was a gamer. I used to wear sweatpants all the time. When I was in school, I wore sweatpants like constantly. But I had to have the ones with the pockets.
that's what he met me in. I was wearing sweatpants and a hoodie.
Mm-hmm. I knew right then.
You hated me and I hated you.
She was the love of my life.
Whatever.
What is a fitted? Oh, I bet that's jeans.
Yeah. Blazer addict. It's okay.
That's a big size, 6'4", 230. It's a football player.
High top shoes. Right.
Probably has big hands.
I see T being like a mob, looking like a mobster.
A mobster?
I mean, yep. I was about to say, T, you're full on metrosexual.
Hold on, I'm still on tie. Nails, facials, and massages. And get called metrosexual.
Y'all look. I'm trying to show her.
You can't see your face.
Well, you can in a minute. Or their hair in their face. Her little curls.
Mm-hmm. The baby child is knocked out. She has fallen asleep. That one's 3.
Yeah, she's 3.
She is a monster.
We call her Demon.
I'm terrified of that child. Like that child scares me more than anything. Queen, you know, if you need your facial and your manicure and your massage, you could always hit up T. Like, hey, let's do a doubles.
Oh, you'll spoil her.
Oh, yeah. You'll spoil your baby girls. Dollar store tea tree. Deep pore cleanser. Queen needs her feet done too.
I do too.
Deep Swedish tissue massage. Does it matter where they're from? Like, are the Swedes? Well, I guess Swedish people are probably bigger. They're a bigger.
It's the type of
people.
massage. It's not the people that do it.
Oh.
My gosh.
Some great big blonde guys coming up to me with huge hands. And just crushes me.
Gosh. Lay down, baby. Lay down, mommy.
The Swedes are known for 2 things: bobsledding, massages. I don't think that's right.
Meatballs. Meatballs and massages.
Oh yeah, meatballs. Yeah, they got meatballs too.
Oh my gosh.
I even add CBD for an extra 30. I'll keep my $30, thank you, sir. Oh, Queen. Never had anybody touch me like that.
You want to lay down? Okay, go get in the bed.
Massages with no happy endings.
Go get in the bed. Go lay down.
My cousin went to a happy ending massage parlor one time and tried to negotiate the price. He was an idiot. Is an idiot. He's still alive. I also don't know what a hardcore, agonizing, deep tissue massage is either. Anxiety going up. Queen, it's okay. We're not Where no anxiety needs to build.
She's.
Yeah, she is. She fell back asleep hard. Oh, man. I told Courtney for our 10th anniversary that I wanted a couples massage. And we still ain't had one yet.
I tried to set one up. And COVID. Remember?
I don't remember. I honestly don't remember.
And then, once I got to working the restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
I asked them where the best place was, and nobody knew where to get one at. And then I've been trying to find one. That's called that's a chiropractor.
No, I know what Ty's talking about. It's still a chiropractor, but it's I don't know the name of it, Ty. I know what you're talking about because I've seen there's a woman YouTube channel where she does it, and she'll like crack you, and then she'll like take this like blade looking thing and like rub it down your back to find all your knots, and then she'll like smash your knots out. I know she is a doctor of chiropractor, but it's got a name to it. That type of adjustment. I've seen them on YouTube, but yeah, she is a chiropractor that sort of side eye on that one. I would like to have that big blade just going down my back and then like find the knots, smash them out. I think that'd be pretty good. What was that movie? Was it Bruce Almighty? When they walked on Jennifer Aniston's back? I think that was the name of it. No, I've never tried acupuncture. No. We have like 2 chiropractors in town. No acupuncturist. Acupuncturers. Acupuncturist. We'll go with acupuncturist.
My tooth hurts.
Sorry, your tooth hurts. You got till the 30th.
I know.
It's only 18 days away.
Yay.
No, Eric Bishop is from Tyler.
I'm hungry Texas. Too, Queen.
Hey, hungry. I'm Chris.
Shut up.
It's funny every time.
It's not. It's really not.
Every single time. I don't remember the acupuncture scene in Nutty Professor. I saw it when it very first came out. I said I can grow up. Be something. I can have somebody else pick you up some food, my queen. What?
He is.
Oh,
too.
He's serious.
He's dead serious, I'm sure.
I'm almost certain.
She said, okay.
Okay. She's like, I may need to step back for a second. He is a gentleman, a well-dressed gentleman.
It's a Saturday night. Taco Bell's always open.
If she has one.
He can Grubhub. He can get something closer to him and they can take it there.
I don't know. It's also like 10:30 or 11:30 wherever they're at.
Exactly. Pizza's always open.
Pizza's always open? There's no way.
Not here.
That reminds me. These two guys I went to school with.
Reminds me, you need to call ahead and order pizza for Tuesday.
Okay, I will.
Sorry.
These two guys I went to school with got really, really drunk at the club. And they were like blistered. So one of them says to the other one, he says, "Hey, let's order a pizza." And so they walked to Pizza Hut and ordered a pizza for delivery and got the delivery driver to take them to school.
At least they didn't drive.
They didn't drive.
I mean, they're smart on their part.
But they you know, I guess they tipped him good. I don't know.
Look, she getting him to order her some food for real.
Whataburger.
Whataburger. Whataburger made me sick.
I've never had Whataburger.
Well, because it's always cash.
Mm-hmm. No,
Nope.
we have Whataburger
We have
here.
Whataburger. Thank you.
I have 2 or 3 of them.
We have Whataburger.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't only in Texas.
The ones in Texas are only in Texas.
Boom.
Y'all have cookout?
Oh, yeah. Y'all got cookout?
We have cookout.
We also have Zaxby's.
We have Zaxby's. Zaxby's is from Georgia, though.
Giggling.
The baby girl is asleep, giggling. Oh, she's done now.
That's funny.
What?
We can get a Happy Meal for like $4.
The Happy Meals have gone up here. I think they've gone up by like 50 cents. Fries and a double meat burger. Queen's are over here ordering food.
She's like, look, you offered, I'm not turning it down. Like,
Y'all better finalize this deal in 2 minutes, cause we're gonna shut it down.
they do need that job.
McDonald's is getting too money hungry. Not that they haven't already been for years upon years. How does she have his email?
I don't know. How y'all send each other's emails except for like maybe they have added each other on here.
Oh yeah, I guess I could add each other on YouTube. Yeah.
Oh, my stomach.
Have you noticed the flashing lights behind you?
I did.
They were going really fast.
He posted it on here. On here in the chat?
Jenna, I'm too tired.
Why are your comments not doing, Jenna?
I don't know. Jenna, your comments get blocked.
I will look for email.
Jenna, your comments get blocked all the time.
Love confusion.
I have no idea why, Jenna. There's another person that every time they comment, it gets blocked too.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's not even like you're doing anything inappropriate.
But it was just those last two. The ones before that weren't.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen it.
I have not seen your email. Or is it like babati@gmail.com or something like that? Oh, yeah, you're pulling that. Oh, you can't see mine? Oh, it's there. It's there.
What's yours, though?
What's yours, though? You can't see mine, but what's yours?
What do you mean, like, what's your number? You can't see my number?
You can't see mine? What's yours?
Nobody sees your email.
Nobody's seen it.
Is it your name? Because if it's your name... Wow,
Dang.
Jerry.
Man, Ty, you just opened up like 10 more minutes of conversation. No, it's YouTube doing it, Jenna.
Yeah, cause that one was fine.
No, it's YouTube. YouTube is doing it for some reason. It's not any one person.
So, Babati. So, Babati360@gmail.com.
YouTube has been weird lately. Agreed.
Baby girl is knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
If the camera would actually reach and turn that way, like down. You're good, T. I got you. I would show you her, but it will not reach and look down that way. So
We're telling all our friends your email address.
she ain't blaming nobody but her boyfriend for that. I'm so hungry.
Okay. Are you telling me you want me to get you something to eat?
No.
Oh, you want me to make you something to eat?
Get me a peanut butter bars
Okay.
and a Sprite.
Okay, can we call it a night?
No.
What?
Go get it. I'm hungry. I cooked everybody else's food and then I wasn't hungry because I cooked everybody else's food. Should we do hot dogs for Squish's birthday?
Yeah, we can.
Because it's Sonic theme and his favorite food is chili dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I figured that'd be great.
Don't be salty, sir.
She's killing you tonight, T. It censored you, what?
Mm-mm. None of us.
Not on here. I love soft. Nobody censored you. Jenna ain't done nothing. Jenna's chill. Everybody chill. Boy, stop. I don't drink wine. I don't like wine. Do I seem like a wine drinking person? T asked me my favorite wine, and he said red. And I said, what, beer? No. Well, If I do drink, I would drink a fruity beer.
A fruity beer.
Like, in like the Smirnoffs that I used to drink, those are beers, right? Those are considered beers.
Malt
like,
beverages, I think is what they're
and
called.
Mike's Hard Lemonade and stuff like that. Those are malt.
Mm-hmm.
So that's considered like a beer. Not, Chris hates wine.
I'm a wino. Modelo.
Chris hates wine.
T must be stopped. I just imagine her like pounding the desk. Must be stopped. Okay, since T must be stopped, let's go ahead.
I'm eating my food.
You want to eat your food on the live stream?
I don't care.
I'm trying to go to bed.
By asking me what kind of wine I drink?
He's trying to get y'all liquored up.
Oh, because that's what I do. I'm not trying to ASMR. AMSR. What is it? I don't know.
AMS. I thought it was ASMR, but it might be AMSR. I'm not sure. It's like where you make the little like sounds in the microphone and stuff and talk all whispery.
Those malt liquors. Is that what I drink?
I think so. I don't know.
We don't drink anymore.
No way.
We'll fall to bed. Okay.
She said, no, I'm not.
To the pillows I go.
I'm climbing up here. Little girl climbed on up. That little girl's so silly. Courtney does.
Not anymore. But I did a lot.
Courtney likes the scratchers. T, I will look into it.
I'm super curious because I want to see what everybody looks like.
I make no promises about next week, but I will. Oh, we can't. We will be out of town Saturday.
It's okay, baby. We'll be out of town.
We'll be out of town Saturday, so we cannot do it Saturday.
Gator has a ball tournament.
I think it might actually be time to be done.
It's okay.
I'm not sure if she's having bad dreams or what.
Yeah.
I think we do need to turn the lights out.
She don't like the lights on.
Yeah. Maybe we'll do one Friday. No, we can't do one Friday.
We have to leave Friday.
Yeah, we're leaving Friday night.
Everybody.
I don't know. Maybe we'll do one during the day.
We could try.
But we won't do the StreamYard. We'll do the StreamYard on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Because the kids will run in here.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think we could see if it has it where you don't have to, like, have the camera up.
Yeah.
And you just, like, talk or comment, like, normal.
No, we will not be on at all next Saturday.
No, we will not.
If we are, it will be a cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be quick.
In the hotel room. Because we're going to be in a hotel.
Yeah, so next Saturday is a definite no for the StreamYard. And probably not going to do a live. Probably not.
Because
But
everybody will be in the room with us.
we could
And we will
try.
be exhausted because we are going to be at a tournament all day.
Yeah, we could try, but chances are it's not going to happen. But definitely we'll look into it, but it won't happen next Saturday.
Yeah, probably.
But we'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
We're going to a softball tournament
South Carolina.
in South Carolina for our oldest.
She's filling in with a travel ball team, and then she's trying out at the end of this month to actually play on that travel ball team. She filled in not this past weekend, the weekend before, and fell in love. So
I don't know if any of y'all ever been to a softball tournament, but they take forever.
he hates it.
Forever.
I love that she loves it and is doing it.
I'm excited about it too, Queen, to be quite honest with you.
Jenna, do you do the lottery?
But please, so that the channel doesn't get flagged, have your pants on.
Be decent.
Maybe there's a dump button. I can find that dump button so I can shut it down in a hurry.
I'm sure there is.
I'm sure there is too.
That'd be so cool. Queen, can I be your bridesmaid? Can I be your matron of honor?
That's why I say not maid of honor.
Matron.
What's the difference?
I'm married. Matron is if you're married. A maid of honor is if you're not married.
Oh, so it's like the Miss and Mrs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got you. That's what she did too, Jenna. She did the scratch offs.
I did the scratch. Yeah. I did them on my TikTok. I did like live streams of my TikTok and did scratchers. Until Gator started playing travel softball, and now we gotta pay money.
We gotta give it up.
Because it's expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Well, once we pay for it, it won't be as bad. Once we do that first payment of it, then we might can do it more. But
Or you could do a less dollar amount.
yeah, but then I don't make anything off of them.
This is true.
Jen's gonna be the officiant. What are you talking about?
She'll be the one, like, if anybody has any objections, Jen will be like, no, move on. No.
Go on, hurry up.
Drop this thing in passing gear. Go.
Our girls can be the flower girls.
Who's going to be the ring bearer?
The littlest one can be the ring bearer. Or no, the oldest, because she's the most responsible.
Mm-hmm.
The most I've won on the scratcher was a $3 scratcher. I won $100.
Mm-hmm.
And either Chris can be the officiant, or you can be his best man.
Jenna will be the pastor.
I was saying Jenna's got to be yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Ty has to be the what is it called? The person that you always have to have somebody there to like Make it like that was there.
Oh, the witness.
The witness. Yeah, there you go. Ty's the witness. Look, we got this planned out.
Mm-hmm. However,
I'm waiting on Queen. And
she was dressed like a Star Trek cat.
she's probably having a panic attack. Okay. Look, I don't know. T might not like that though. He's.
Oh, she's getting her spaceship. She wants to be beamed up.
Heck yeah. I mean, go big.
Go big.
T might not like that. So he's a one that likes to dress up for the occasion. Star Trek might not be big enough for him.
He just needs the badge that he can touch on his shoulder so he can start talking. All right, let's end this thing. I'm about to fall asleep. This is a very awesome conversation, but I am so worried I'm just going to nod off and take everything out. All right, are you ready?
I guess so.
Okay.
Well, you go ahead. I'll end it.
Okay. So we will not be back on next Saturday, but we'll try to do another one before then. No promises, though.
It might be next Saturday, but if we are, it'll be very short.
Yeah, no promises. But we will definitely try to do the stream yard sometime. Jenna, I'm sorry. I gotta go to bed.
He
I'm
did
tired.
work this morning.
I'm tired. I gotta go to bed.
Night,
so
Ty.
good night. We will see y'all sometime soon. Thank you guys so much for coming. Can't wait to get the StreamYard to work. Hopefully soon.
We could try Sunday night because we will be back.
Yeah, but it had to be a quick one.
Yeah, but I'm saying we could try like Sunday evening maybe.
We could try. We'll see. We'll see about next week. If not next Saturday, not this coming Saturday, but the next. So good night, guys. Thank y'all so much. All right, go ahead and end it.